say that GitHub is fantastic. Why do you say that?
One of the things about Git that makes it harder for people to pick up is it's highly technical. It's hard to figure out how to work with other people on open source projects. So GitHub provided a great UI for submitting patches to other people and merging changes into your project, keeping track of what's going on.
Can you tell us more about what is Lighthouse and Warehouse?
Lighthouse is a ticket tracker we built because we looked at the other solutions like Track and didn't really like them. They weren't well designed. So we tried to make a simple tracker that looked nice, that people would like to use. And Warehouse is basically the other portion of that. Lighthouse doesn't actually work with Subversion or any source control tool. Warehouse works purely with Subversion. It provides a browser. It's fairly similar to GitHub, the change set browser and all that. But it's a downloadable app that you download and install on your own server.
You said that Ruby on Rails destroyed your ASP.NET career. Obviously takes us a positive point. What the most interesting feature of Ruby on Rails that made you make this career change?
I'd have to say the metaprogramming. I don't know if you've done any metaprogramming. ASP.NET has this crazy reflection API, and I got into Ruby, and it was just really natural for me to get in there and open classes and create methods and all that stuff. I also like using a language that I didn't need an IDE for with code completion. There weren't like huge methods, and it was easy enough that I could keep it all in my head if I need to.
Then with regards to Beast, do you have any plans for the future, any improvements, or are you going to leave it as it is?
I've actually rewritten most of it and called it Altered Beast, and it's basically, I threw out all the model code and rewrote it for Rails 2.1, 2.0, I have to update it again. I'm working on something else that kind of merges Beast and Mephisto, the functionality. It's still pretty much vaporware, so I'm not really talking about too much.
That's great. Thanks very much for your time.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you. That was Olson and Lisa Felcher from Portland, GotThingsDone.com.